Hi, so we are back here again in Angkor Wat for my final day. It's actually a special request I made for Mr. Kim. Came here on the first day to see the sunrise and spent maybe 4 hours here on the um, first day after arriving, that is. So that's why I decided to come back again, just because, as you see the background, how magnificent and beautiful it is. And yeah, that's why we're here again. Um, but the main thing I want to talk to you about is how I got into Cambodia and how I got booking with Mr. Kim here. So first of all, before flying, I've obviously looked online like everybody else, and I have a special interest in the history of the Angkorian Empire. So obviously, I had to come here one day, and thought it was the best time to come now, as there are much less tourists than usual, especially because of the pandemic. So that's exactly why I decided to come right now. Um, so first thing I did was, when I was thinking about booking, is finding a good guide. Now I don't know what a good guide is, so I just went on Facebook. That's where everyone seems to advertise their stuff nowadays, or a lot of the advertisements or a lot of guides you'll find on Facebook, no matter what. So I decided to just type down Angkorian Guide or Khmer Empire Guide or Angkor Thom Guide or Angkor Wat Guide or what have you. And eventually I found Mr. Kim's page. I'm sure he'll link below or something like that, or link in the description. But yeah, he looked very professional. So I saw him with diplomats. I saw him with other special guests and VIPs, and I thought, okay, maybe that's exactly what I'm looking for. Be treated like a VIP whilst I'm here in Angkor, and honestly, that's exactly what I've gotten so far. But I'll get back to that in a minute. So after that, I had to book my flight and I had to book a hotel. I booked my flight through trips.com, booked through the app, uh, flew from Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok. Could have flown from Don Mueang for cheaper with AirAsia, but decided to go with Bangkok Airways just because of how cheap, or not how cheap, how much convenient it is for me because I live in Pattaya. So took a car there, no problem, and flew and was able to use the lounge. So that was great. Um, in terms of visa, I don't need a visa. I have a Thai passport, so that makes it very easy for me to travel around Southeast Asia. Um, but upon arrival, I noticed that you could do visa on arrival for a lot of people, but I think it's much more easier to do a visa prior to that if you just want to quickly get into the country. Now, once you get onto the plane, you'll receive three different forms to fill in. One of the forms would be, uh, I would say, a traveling form or some sort of form like this. Another form would be some sort of medical certificate, medical form. And another one is for customs, if you're declaring goods or not declaring goods. So, pretty easy to fill those in. And upon arrival, they check your forms or they ask you if you need to do a visa. Um, After that, gave in some forms to the customs person and got my baggage. And before heading into the airport to meet Mr. Kim, then you give your customs form in. They don't really check it, you just sort of put it in the box. Everyone's good. Then after that, came in, and of course, prior to arriving, I arrived maybe 11 in the morning, Cambodian time. And I told Mr. Kim, look, we can have a short tour, and we saw the earlier Angkor Empire temples on the first day. It didn't take too long. Maybe it was from 12 to 5 or 6 that we had the trip, so that was fine. But of course, that was prior agreement with Mr. Kim. But so far, my tour, or this is the last day actually, it's been fantastic. If you want to go back to see anything, just tell Mr. Kim and he'll take you there. Or you have any special requests, he'll take you there too. Prior to coming, he made a special itinerary or a schedule for me. And then I saw, and if there's some temples that I wanted to visit in particular that's not on the itinerary, then I could just make the offer to him and he'll find a way to fit it in. So don't worry about that at all. Just like today, we had our wonderful day out visiting some of the temples that I rarely think about or even look at. And once you get there, it's really much more magnificent than you think. But we got that done early. And of course, I decided to come back once again to Angkor Wat and just sit and chill and just look at the magnificent structure. And that's exactly what we're doing now. So if you want to come to Cambodia and you want a great tour and eat local food at the same time, you got to book with Mr. Kim. Take care. Peace.